How's the video and the sound on this, Mitch? Can you hear me? Just doing a test. I've got it on my laptop, and this is through the actual YouTube app, not through StreamYard. I just wanted to see what it looked like. I think I can almost read without my glasses. These glasses, we got to figure out something to do with trying to knock the glare off of these or get a different, maybe prescription sunglasses. Maybe I'll try. But if anybody that's in the room, if you could let me know what the sound is like and what the picture is like. I think it's only, I have to get a new laptop is what I need to get. But I think it's only 720 or something, maybe even less than that. But basically, this is unscheduled. I just wanted to get a quick input on what the sound, and I've got a different microphone. I'd like to test this other microphone too. So, Mitch, are you still there? Or did you leave? Sound is good, but video is a bit fuzzy. Yeah, I think it's the camera in this laptop. Is that any better or no? Same. Looks a little fuzzy to me too. But I've got to get a new laptop. I just yeah, I think it's 480. I think you're right, Mitch. How you doing, Chris? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to break down and buy it. It's 22,000 baht, 21,000 something. And I don't know if you guys ever watch Mike's at Live Your Ass Off. He got it about, well, he's probably had it two months now, and he really likes it. It's just from Lasada. He bought his from some place in Bangkok, but it's a really nice gaming. Mine's an old. I've got it. It's been almost 3 years. I got it before I came to Thailand. So, but I like. I can actually read the. Yeah, he is very knowledgeable. He's helped me out considerably as far as trying to hook up microphones and all this tech stuff, because I'm completely lost most of the time. But I know I need a new laptop, and I'm sure that the camera in this laptop, like I said, is over 3 years old. I bought it before I came to Thailand. But the sound is good. Everybody, Mitch, you said sounds good. The video's a little fuzzy. Is that what it is? I could try hitch it up. I've got a couple of cameras. I should try hitching those up. Maybe I'll do that today. I was going to go to the property, but the brother's been off the job for Sokran for 3 days. So has the cousin that's building the wall. He was supposed to be there this morning. I was going to go meet him this morning, and then I guess he texted Ditnoy this morning about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I guess the steel that I had bought and we had put there, somebody stole it. Although there's supposed to be somebody there 24/7, but understandable. It's Sokran. I'm sure no one wanted to sit there all night. Yeah, this one. I mean, it does it, Chris. This one does do it. It's what is it, Lavano or something like that? It's just not a very quick. It's kind of slow in editing. Not that I need anything that's really fast or anything, but the computer he got has got fans in it and stuff like that. And I want to do some. Once I was hoping I was going to do some travel videos in Pattaya. At the hotel we were at and that kind of stuff, but obviously that didn't pan out. But I'd like to do some, and I'd like to take my computer with me. More than likely, if I do some of those, I'll probably be traveling, maybe with Nitnoy, but maybe by myself also. But like I said before, I'm kind of attached to her now. I go over three 3-4 days. And how you doing, Bob? 3 or 4 days, and I start jonesing for wanting to see my wife. But I'd like to do some of those. I am having a little bit of fun with the food videos, although I did put in that last one that if I do any more, I'll have to change the channel name to Got to Love Thai Food. But I do enjoy those. I'm not that good at them, but hopefully I will get better. Yours is crashing as you speak. You know, everybody's saying that it's better or something to get laptops in the States. It's going to be it's over a year now since I've been back. And like I'd mentioned before, I've got a granddaughter that was born a year ago in February that I haven't even seen yet because I was in the hospital. But I'm hoping to get back. But the way that things are going now, with the way things are, I don't know. I'm hoping I can get back by January. I was optimistic until this a bunch of stuff happened this last couple of weeks. I was optimistic for October, maybe even September. But, you know, there's just no way in the world that I'm leaving Thailand if there's any kind of a chance that I can't get back in, or I've got to do a 14-day queue. First off, I don't want to spend the money to do that. And second of all, I don't want to be away that long, especially with the house and everything going on. So let's see. 7 years old, yours, Mitch? You know, I guess whatever works. Like this one works. The camera that I'm on right now is junk. But I guess I could probably hitch up some kind of a USB webcam or something. But I don't know. It'd be nice. Some of the stuff really is slow. If I do any videos that are over 4 or 5 minutes, it really starts to drag. And I'm supposed to have good internet too. And I don't know. I keep questioning my wife. It's supposed to be 200 up and 200 down, nowhere even close. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing starts messing up. I told her when we move to the new house, wherever, I'm going to put my desk in the bedroom for now, and I want to hardwire to whatever laptop I have, so that I don't have to worry about anything. I could do the live streams just like I'm doing right now with just better quality video. I think the sound is okay, unless I get somebody that comes on that, you know, is a super sound person. But I've asked Mike's before when he's dropped in on live streams, that he said it sounds pretty good. So they good. Your phone's ahead of your PC. Okay. I think that's what mine is too. I haven't even looked. I didn't go on my phone. Yeah. Well, hopefully when you come, are you coming to stay, Mitch? Or are you coming for a 6 month stretch? Or it is long. I mean, I did it a bunch of times. I was doing it every 4 months, or 3 months actually, because I was coming over on a tourist visa for the first year. Excuse me. But and then I would just get back. I'd spend 3 weeks back at home, and or old home, and then go to the LA embassy and get all my tourist stuff ready, and then I'd come back for 3 months, and that was okay. The only thing, I was flying China Air because I was being cheap, which that won't happen again. But I was getting flights, I think, under 400, right at 400 for round trip from Phuket at the time to LAX. So yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I don't want to. One thing, I'm still not 100%. I don't know if you can tell from my breathing and my, I still need to, I try to exercise and get stronger. And sometimes I just get tuckered out. You know, I need to lose about 35 pounds. And I'm having a hard time doing that because I'd love to eat, man. Give me some good food. And especially here, I love spicy food. So I'm fighting a battle. I have most of my whole life. When I was working out when I was a kid or young, that was all I did, and I stayed pretty much in shape. But once I stopped doing that, I've been up and down my whole life. Um, Again, if I'm missing stuff, it looks like it's. Let's see. Helicopters, Chris. Sound is good. Good. All right. Yeah, it's just a one of those shotgun microphones with a big dead cat on it. Um, they got. I don't know if you guys watched the other day. We had about 5 of the little fish die in the tilapia, which I kind of figured they were going to. They were in bags. We half of the fish we got were hanging in bags, and they hang there all day in just that wretched water. But I tested the water. Water looks pretty good. But I was trying to do some stuff on the house, and I don't know. Did I ramble off the? My brother, my cousin. You guys got to excuse me. I'm jumping around. Or my wife's cousin that's doing the wall. He went there this morning, and I guess somebody had stolen, or the steel's missing. So he went back home. So tomorrow I've got some slats for the wall coming. He'll put those in. I don't really know if he needs the steel or not. I think he just didn't. He planned on doing some stuff with the steel, and he needs at least 3-4 guys there to put those slats in there heavy. You're coming for a minimum of 90. Okay, October, November. That would be great. Where am I? Advanced recon. Okay. That's what, I spent 2 weeks outside of Kamala in actually Surin Beach. It was right on the top of the hill between Kamala and Surin Beach. They're right next to each other, and very nice hotel. It was awesome. And I knew immediately even when I was looking, I'm going, it's absolutely perfect, But where are you going to go, Mitch? Where are you going to go? Pattaya? Bangkok? Where are you going to check out for your 90 days? Yeah, I know. And it's just, I need to lose it. My wife's fairly, she blames me because she's gaining weight, but because she has enough money to eat as much food as she wants, where she didn't before. Let's see. Yeah, I think everybody is. And it's gotten, when I was younger, I boxed when I was real young, and I could run and stuff like that. And I could gain and lose weight in an instant. Now it's like, I don't know, I guess the older you get, the harder it is. At least that's what I have experienced. Yeah, I did, Mitch. So that's what she said. She said we still have 220 something. So, but I'm going to run, depending on how quick they grow. What the lady told me, they would grow to between 800 and 1,000 grams, which is like almost 2 pounds. Okay, a kilo is 1,000, right? 1,000 grams, and in 3 months. Now, I don't know if she meant that in a pond or, some kind of grow-on pond that, you'd have. My pond's obviously small, but she knew how big the pond was. So I don't know. I'm hoping that they're going to be somewhere between a pound and a half when we want to eat them. But see, I answered somebody, I can't remember, in the comments, but what my wife's idea is, this is a test run. We want to come back to back, and what we're going to do is I'm going to have one of the ponds at the new house, and what she wants to do is actually have somebody there to, almost like you go to the restaurant and pick your lobster or shrimp or whatever out of the tank, is go ahead and pick the fish you want, scoop them up, gut them up, and cook them up, probably whole on a barbecue. I'll hire somebody to do that. But I thought that was quite innovative. My wife thought, she never heard of that, so she thought that would be pretty neat. I also thought it would be pretty neat. But let's see, what am I missing? Anything? Having some soup. And you're gonna go? Did you answer me, Mitch? Where are you gonna go? Are you gonna go to Pattaya? Trying to see. I think I'm caught up. There's only 6 people in the room, so it's going nice and slow. It's going my speed right now. They got a bunch of elephant stuff that a couple of times that are coming up. A lot of the stuff's been canceled or slowed down because of the situation going on. But yeah, I hope to get. I mean, this is what Surin's all about is the elephants. So I will definitely try to put some stuff on the channel about that. I'm gonna start your retirement, however, I think I will. Yeah, you're more than welcome. It depends on what you want to do, Mitch. If you're into wanting to stay up until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and run around and run amok and have a good time, if it's open, down in Kamala, right next at Bangalore Road or whatever that is, right next to Kamala, there is supposed to be. I was there the whole time. I never went, and it's supposed to be one of the major hot spots. I think if it was me and I was younger, I would probably go to Pattaya. There's a lot of people there that would, but if you're coming to relax and retire and want a home base and tour the country, I think Surin's great. It's not a Bangkok, only because I think Bangkok would be kind of awesome because you're hubbed up by the airports. You can just go right down and fly anywhere inside or outside of Thailand, for that matter. But with me, it's more, I want to see the country on a motorcycle or a scooter, and I think you like that too, Mitch. So having a little home base and turn around, we don't get the smoke that most people get during the burning seasons. The air is pretty much good most of the year. We do get it. What I liked about it is I didn't really realize it, but I think it's October, November, December, January. Those 4 months are actually decent temperatures to where, in the 80s, high 70s. Couple mornings I got up, I think I'd mentioned before, and wanted to put on a jacket in the morning, taking the scooter out. Let's see. I know Mitch is talking, not sure. I love the beach, but Mitch, I don't know what Mitch is. Let's see what did he answer. I enjoy the country, the city. Yeah, I know he's like me everywhere. I do like the beach, but I think that's probably a good choice, Mitch. Pattaya, you can go down and see Teacher in Rayong. You can go. There's a lot of people, YouTubers. You probably know more than I do. YouTubers in Pattaya. What Lucas is there, and I mean, there's got to be 10. So that would be nice. But ride, yeah. I love it. And I had that little PCX 150, and I drove that all over the place. And now I've got the 300, that what is it? SYM, the GTX 300. And I really like that, although it needs some work right now. I think the belts need to be replaced on it. And I'm not, the only bad thing that I see so far on that bike is if you had a Honda or if you had a Suzuki or something local, Yamaha, they're all over the place. I mean, I could go to 30 places in Surin and get my Honda worked on. But so I'm having a hard time finding a place that will work on the SYM and know the SYM. So but I do like the bike. Running wise, it's awesome. And the price that I paid was ridiculously cheap. But I don't know. I might end up, if anybody asked me my opinion, I would probably say the new Honda I think Foreigner Joe did a good little test drive and all that stuff. He bought one, the 350. I even think the 300 would be probably okay. And I think they're 178,000 baht. I think that's what Joe paid for it, somewhere around 170. And then he got a back box and spare key and something else he got. But I like the scooters. I'm lazy. I mean, I come from rigid frame, panheads, knuckleheads, Harley Davidson, but now being old, I don't want to shift. I don't want to just that twist and go is awesome. And I guess I don't know. I'm just a lazy bastard, I guess. But I really do enjoy the scooter. And the 300 has plenty. I know they make a 400, I think, and a 600 in the SYMs. But like I said, it sure is nice. If I had to guess, in Thailand, there's got to be 10,000, 20,000 Honda dealers, maybe more. I know there's like 20 just in Surin. So, any place that you're riding, but it was nice. I had a good time on the PCX, Mitch, when I was by myself. I went to Colac. This is all out of Kamala, and went to Krabi twice, Colac. I went all over. Usually most of the drives, like I said, I'm old. I used to be able to jump on a bike and go 12 hours. Now I jump on a bike, maybe go 4 hours all day, 5 hours. I can go a little bit more than that, but there's no reason to push it, especially if you're retired. Yeah, I did it all too, Mitch. I did more than my fair share of partying, but it's it is something to see. I know that. I mean, if you get here and you do your 90-day recon thing, you're going to find that this is the place to be. There's no doubt in my mind for anybody. Like I said, the biggest thing that I see in anybody is the grandkids and your sons, your daughters, your mothers, your aunts, your family is the hardest thing. If you're lucky enough to have enough money to fly back every 4 months or 5 months for 2 weeks, it was fine for me. By the time I would get 3-4 months into it, I was jonesing to see my kid, see my mom, see my family, just come back, stock up on all the good stuff, the deodorant and sunscreen and, that kind of stuff. Some of the special garlic salts and garlic stuff that I like, seasonings, because I do enjoy cooking. But I don't know. I feel blessed. And then if you're looking for companionship, I mean, Isan's the place to be. I mean, is there a way that I believe that you could probably go to Pattaya or something like that and find somebody? Yeah, but probably very slim pickings. Are you going to be able to transform bar girls? Maybe, if you get lucky, like you went there and it's your first day. I mean, I hung around topless dancers my whole life. That's what the scene that I was into. I mean, that's where I went every Friday and Saturday night on my bike, and for most of my youth and into my midlife. But were the girls fun? Yeah, just unbelievably fun. Would I want to make any of them my wife? No. Not saying anything against them. It's just wasn't what I was looking for. First off, I didn't want them that young. Second off, I didn't, when they're that young, they want to, let's go out until 4 o'clock in the morning. Just ain't happening. My wife and me, we're in bed at 9 o'clock, but Isan, like I said, every time I meet very good looking 40-year-old women, friends of my wife, the first thing they ask me is, can you find me a nice long man to marry? It's not just a sponge off of or whatever they want to marry, but depending on what you're looking for. But I think Isan, if you're looking to find a companion, whether married or not, someone to travel with, stuff like that, to spend your, I don't know, what is it called, golden years, or how many golden days, depending on how old you are. But I think Isan's the place. So you're looking for a Honda NC 750X. I don't know what that is. It's not quite a full adventure bike. Oh, okay. An adventure bike. I have at home, which it wasn't the perfect adventure bike, but it was the cheapest one that I could find because I wanted to check it out. What I did was I started motorcycle camping, and I bought all the stuff that I needed, all the lightweight, everything. I had everything. I still do. It's at home. I bought the Triumph Tiger 2006. It's a 955i motor, unbelievable. I bought it off of it had 100,000 miles on it. I think I got the guy down to $1,500 or something. He was a retired BMW mechanic. He had rebuilt the whole motor. The motor runs awesome. And even the BMW guys, they don't like anything but BMWs. And if you ask any BMW guy about that Triumph 3-cylinder motor, they'll say it's an absolute beast, and it is. And I did that, but it has a high center of gravity. It's not exactly the best, even close to an adventure bike. The newer Tigers, yes. This one, no. But it served its purpose. I wasn't going to go do anything crazy anyway. I'm too damn old. If I fall off the thing, I'll break a hip or something stupid. But I'm going to have to check out and see what the NC 750 is. Adventure bike would be kind of awesome. So what is this especially? A dual clutch transmission, basically automatic. I'll have to check it out, Mitch. I'll look at it. But yeah, and it seems like you'll, especially if you're not, hey teacher, how's it going, man? Happy Songkran to you. If you're not in a rush and you're retired and you're single, even if you have somebody like Lucas out of Patea, you can go all over the place, and it's just nothing but fun. Especially now because it's so cheap. I mean, when you're getting 4- and 5-star hotels for $30 and $40 a night, and you can even go and get a decent, very nice, acceptable hotel for what, $15 American? It's crazy. 550 baht. You're gonna love it. I mean, living here is the best thing I ever did. I know teacher agrees with me on that. But what am I missing? Anything? A bit easier. Yeah. I've had my share of broken bones from scooters. That's or from motorcycles. That's for sure. But the Triumph did okay. I mean, it had a meaty. I put a middle of the road off-road on-road tire. It was absolutely awesome through the canyons and on the asphalt. Off the asphalt, like I said, I was mostly by myself, so I didn't want to push too much. I mean, the things are extremely heavy. I mean, if the thing came out from underneath me, I'd probably bust my back trying to get it up by myself. And I probably shouldn't have been going out by myself anyway, but I'm just that way. But I really enjoyed it. I had a good time with the motorcycle camping for the short time that I did it. I wish I would have done videos back then, because some of the stuff was pretty interesting. Hey, WR, how are you? Good morning. Who's here? Jack Lim, do I know you? Or is this the first time I'm meeting you? If so, pleased to meet you. Bob's here. What's teacher saying? Hyundai. Okay, I will check that out for sure, Mitch. And teacher, I know, likes to cruise around. I like his bike too. Yeah, when I gave it to my son, actually. I have a 2008 Dyna that I bought right off the showroom floor. And the only thing that I had them do to that bike was before I even took it out of the dealer, I had them put lowering shocks on the back, and that's all I did to it. And that bike was awesome. Sat perfect. I don't know how tall you are, teacher. I'm about almost 5'11". Not a big inseam, so I got to have something, and I sat perfect on it. And it was really a good bike. bike handled well, everything. Great motorcycle. Gave it to my son a year and a half ago, and it's still sitting at my house in up above Yosemite, or up by Yosemite. He hasn't picked it up. I told him just get it and sell it, because he's trying to buy a place. Excuse me. He's got four kids, and he's still renting, and he's only renting like a 2-bedroom. So he's trying to get stuff together so that he can move into something and get something a little bigger. It crashed, huh? Like I said, how much is that? I think I keep on whining about getting a new laptop, because sometimes I'm cheap, sometimes I'm not, but at 21,000, what is 10,000 baht? Is it like $320? So that's like $700. Am I close on 21,000 baht? And so for $700, I'm sitting here, bitching about it. And this iPhone 8, I bought it when it first came out. So when did the iPhone 8 come out? 4 or 5 years ago or something. And I paid almost $1,000 for that flipping phone. And here I am whining about getting a pretty much state-of-the-art gaming laptop for $700. Goes to show you. And I'll keep my 8 until it completely takes a dump. I think it's great. And then I have the 7 that my wife had, and I use that. That one has a Thai card in it, and the 8 has my T-Mobile, because everybody's got that number back in the States, and I get unlimited texting and unlimited. It's not very fast internet, but unlimited internet, and then I pay a reduced rate if I want to make a phone call, but everything else is free. And if you're over 50 in the States, it's $50 or $60 a month for their plan, and a pretty good plan. And every once in a while, if I pay, how much is it? $5? If I pay $5, I can have unlimited phone calls anywhere from Thailand to the US, whatever, for 24 hours. I can make as many phone calls as I want. So if I know I'm going to spend the whole day on the phone and call my son, and although I use the computer, I can make the phone calls that I want to make. During the streams. Yeah, I think we have the same laptop pretty much, teacher. I think yours is a little better than mine. Mine's 3 years old. But like I said, that one that Mike's from Live My Ass Off has, he's had it for 2 months. The only thing he did was it came with 8 RAM up front or whatever, and he put 8 more in. And he said it was absolutely perfect with that, and it cost him like, I don't know, $30, $40 to have it put on. But he stands by that, the model and stuff that he's got. It's a Asus, AU something, whatever. I've got all the specs on it in case anybody's interested. Google says, yeah, so under $700. And like I said, I spent $990, I think, for that iPhone 8 when it came out. And I got it the first day it came out, too. And it only lasts 3 years. Yeah, and then they explode. So I'm saying this one's pretty close to being done. What's the matter with this? How come? I don't know. Did yours dropped off? But you bought it. You have the same thing as I. You pay $100 and send it to them, and they give you a brand new one, right, teacher? On any of mine, I've got a 7 and I've got the 9. But it's my understanding that when I bought my 9, I got that special deal and extra battery and all that kind of stuff, and and the 1 year to that. But I'm under the impression that it's you pay $99 and send it to them, and they give you a brand new one. But that's all you got to do, I think, is just wrap it up, send it back to them, and they'll send you a brand new one, teacher. I know that I'm almost positive you got that plan with GoPro. I think I heard you mention it on a vlog that you did that I was watching. Yeah, I thought about that too. I've got a mount on the front of my scooter for that, and I was going to put a piece of either a zip tie or something just through it loosely, so in case it fell off, it would hold on to it. And now that that's happened to you, I'm definitely going to put some zip ties under my seat and a pair of snips, and that way I can just zip tie it so that if it does zip tie it to something so it doesn't hit the ground. Oh, this is another one of those tests that I was going to do for only a few minutes, and I'm still sitting here talking. Hello, dear. You got food? I don't know. What are you going to make? Lamu? Okay. Lamu. Lamu. All right. I'm the luckiest man in Thailand. I'm probably the luckiest man in the world. That right there is my savior, man. My savior. And here I am. What am I, 64? I'm going to be 65 this year. And I think she's 40. She was 39 when I met her. Yeah, I think she's 40 or maybe 41. And yeah, I'm the luckiest man in the world, man. I'll tell you. Lucky, lucky, lucky. But how was your now? The one that's building my house. This is for you, teacher, if you're still here. He served food in his bar, but I think he got his food from someplace else, and they shut him down for 7 days. The local government came in here in Surin. You're still open, right, with social distancing? Can you still sell alcohol? What's the deal there? You obviously must be open because you said you did that little live or premiere or whatever, and you said you were busy off cooking. So in addition to the 1-year warranty, I purchased the GoPro. That's what I have, membership. And according to the perks, I get no question. Yeah, but you got to pay $100, I think, if you read it. 100 US, which is cheap as far as I'm concerned. How you doing, Michael? Oh, cool. I'm glad. Thanks for subscribing. From the UK. You bet. Nice to meet you. Hey, I'm going to try. I think I'm getting better. Sometimes, like I said in the beginning, I just did not like looking, talking, hearing my voice, seeing my face, and now I'm pretty much used to it. It's a mug only a mother could love, and my beautiful wife does. So I'm set. I don't need much more than that. But it's nice to meet you, Michael. I'm glad you jumped in, and anything you want to ask about the build, anything I can do helping you out until you get here in 2.5 years, if I'm still alive and kicking, I'd be more than happy to find out what I can for anybody, actually. Yeah, it is. I think so, Mitch. I've got the 7. It covers all the GoPros that I have. So if I destroy the 7 or if I destroy the 9, they'll replace it. But like I said, I think it's I'm almost positive it's $100. Yeah, I really excuse me. I really like my GoPros. I have my M3 Canon mirrorless for doing vlogs or whatever is awesome. But and the GoPro's awesome too. But I've got it set up right here. It's easy to do. So um, and I keep my 9 and my 7 pretty much in my little bag wherever I go now. The word is the alcohol ban will take effect soon. Yeah, that's what I hear too, for all dine-in restaurants. Now, what's that? Now that's just the word. Let's see, his meeting at 4 p.m. today. Okay. Well, let's hope for the best, huh? I don't know. I heard something that they said that yesterday they had the highest cases since this all started in Thailand yesterday. And that was only hearsay stuff I heard from, well, it was actually through I think the Tiger. So, how you doing, Jack? Glad you like it. I think teacher and me are probably on the same wavelength. I was really looking forward to meeting him on the 11th. That was kind of a bummer, but we're really, like, even in my new intro, I say how I am extremely grateful that Thailand lets me live here, and the Thai people deserve my respect, and they get my respect, and it's just a great place for me to get to live here. I'm eternally grateful to the Thai people and to Thailand. But let's see. Yeah, I feel for teacher on that, Mitch, as far as I think he's got a pretty good grasp on things. As far as, I don't think, this is just my personal opinion, teacher, you can jump in and slit my throat if you want. But I think he went about stuff right. I mean, he's got it under control. He knew exactly what he was doing when he was going into it, and what it would probably be like to be able to ride out these little waves. I think once everybody gets what they're supposed to get dose wise, and they start letting everybody do, into the country, and everybody starts to travel again, and people feel safe, Thailand is it going to take a while to recover? Probably. Teachers like there, it sounds like more like here in Surin, it's not a travel destination, Surin. Now it is pretty much over there around, but from what teacher's saying, and you can correct me too, teacher, anytime here. But that a lot of his clientele is Thai people, locals, which is great, and that's the way it is here in Surin. That's why Surin isn't hurting as bad as all the tourist destinations are. They're still serving the same Thai people. They serve their local street food too. They don't depend on it as much, so they didn't get hurt as bad here. But from what teacher says, a lot of the people are the locals, so that's cool. Let's see. GoPro's tough, but the battery's useless too. That sucks. I've got 3. I ended up buying the charger, the little square box charger that came with the 2 batteries, and then I have 2 batteries that came with the GoPro, so I have 4 batteries. So I'm pretty much set. But I really like that 9. You probably know better how to use it than I do, teacher. I was hoping to pick your brain a little bit when I came on the 11th, but I don't play with it that much. You play with yours a lot more, it seems like. Yeah, I was hoping, but we will. I will definitely make it there. And I'm, like I was telling everybody on here, which are mostly the same people that watch your channel, is they want to come. Everybody wants to come. Once everybody gets here, I'd love to do. I told everybody on my channel here that I'll go anywhere, but more than likely, Rayon, come to you. Get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 of these people that are regular, which I believe are good people, and I'd love to meet each and every one of them and get a little weekend deal going. as soon as most of this stuff's over with. But I'm looking forward to that too. But I'm definitely, as soon as this stuff lifts the next time, I'm hoping the airport's open. If not, I'm just going to hop in my truck and drive to Rayon and spend 4 days, 5 days or something. Let's see. Yeah, it will. It's got to. No one can, everybody's got to get back to some kind of a semi normal situation. Yeah, I believe that too, WR. And now I know, is that your name's William, so I'll call you William from now on. If I remember. Don't hold against me, I'm old. Let's see, I used to live in Chiang Mai. Okay. Too much. Yeah, it wasn't for me. I haven't been there yet. But from what everybody's telling me, it is a definite reasonable place to live in both Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai. I am going to do it because I have that Asia pass, and my wife has never been there either. So we'll do a long weekend trip through that Asia Air Pass and go to Chiang Mai or Chiang Rai. And is your wife a Thai lady, Michael, or where are you? You're from the UK, right? Have been recommended to me. Yeah, I think so too, teacher. I hate to say it, but I think they're going to lock down. Thailand, everything that I've seen since this all started, once they get to a certain point, they don't mess around. When it gets to a point where they think they need to, they step right in and do what they have to do. And I can't fault them for that. The only thing is that it's killing the Thai people and the Thai businesses and the people like you that are in business. I don't see how the people in Pattaya just keep opening and opening, their bars. I know a lot of them closed, but it is it's horrible. Hopefully it gets over with. Let's see. Yeah, I think so too, Mitch. It's definitely going to happen with especially the people that are on this channel and Teacher's channel that I have met. I definitely want to meet everybody. Let's see. Meet up, Michael. Yep, it's a lovely place. Take it from me. I know. I heard people do. They just don't like. I guess it's the burning that gets really bad, right? The air quality. Okay. So I don't know why this thing doesn't work. I'm afraid to press the button on it. There we go. Okay. So, and you're planning on coming back, and then how old are you, Michael? You retiring here in 2.5 years, or what's your situation? Joe and Gift are building you up Curry Can. Yeah, and they're way a lot further than me. And my wife keeps on reminding me, ours is 2-story, and there's a lot of stuff that I don't understand. Like I guess that there's some kind of certain days that they have to wait for concrete to cure before they start stacking second stories on. And I'm not privy to it, but I kind of understand it. But I guess what my wife tries to calm me down, saying the 2 stories take a lot longer to build than a single story. But Joe's he's going to be done in another month and a half, maybe before. But his place looks great. Now he went with the red brick. I'm using the white block, but it looks really good. It looks nice. I like his pool. It's way bigger. If I had my druthers and I didn't want my koi pond, I probably would have put something similar to what he's got in the backyard. But mine's going to end up about as wide as Badger's, but I think his is like 5.5 meters long. Mine's going to be 4 meters, and it's going to be about 1.3 meter deep. Couple of steps. Just a plunge pool. I'm going to cover the whole thing too. I don't like sitting in the pool and baking. Although I could I don't want to be controlled that, okay, yeah, you can go in the pool, but when, in the afternoon, you can't go because the sun's just beating down on you. Sure. Thanks, Mitch, for putting that up. Both those up. Not retirement age yet, 33. I wish that was retirement age, right, Michael? I retired young. I was under 50. And I'm glad I did. Anybody that can do it, do it. Because like I said, nothing's for certain. I could die tomorrow. I could die right here talking to you. But every day that I have now with my wife and the life that I have now, I cherish. So that's why I say to anybody, don't wait. If you can do it, do it. Dang challenge strip. And yeah, it's devastating. I know. It is. It's horrible. I'm hoping that they get a good grip on what they got now. By the time they get done with it now, and everybody has what they need in the vaccine, I think everything will get back open. I mean, they can't just stop forever. I mean, it just can't. Everybody's going to starve. The Thai people, though, like I said, I think I said this before too. Everybody in America, and I don't know how it is in the UK, they'll just run right to the government, put their hand out and say, give me free money. I want money. I'm dying here. Give me money. Give me. Thai people will go out in the local little waterways that are running on the side of the road and pick flowers and fish and cook stuff and sell it, even if it's for a baht, and they'll make enough money to survive. Maybe not something they want to do consistently, but they're not afraid to go out. Granted, the government doesn't give a bunch of money to them that I know of anyway, but they try to help out, I'm sure, as much as they can. But the Thai people just don't stand around. I mean, they go out and make 100 baht in a day. They're happy. They can go have their electricity on and have rice and they're happy. But they're willing to go out and make it happen. Where I know a lot of the people in the United States are sitting back waiting for the government to give them stuff. Now, the ones that got laid off and stuff like that, I understand. There's a lot of people there that are just loving this situation. They got their hand out every day. Let's see. Yeah, Joe's got it. Joe's is nice. He's gonna have a very beautiful place. Yeah, I know. Got lucky, huh, Jack? I got lucky in my life, man. I did air conditioning for a long time, big commercial stuff. Made some good money. Made some okay decisions on real estate mostly, and put myself in a position to where I could retire a little earlier. I had a cousin that had ALS, and I made the decision to retire a little bit early, and I went down. He was in Southern California, where my mom and where I grew up, and I was up above Fresno and Bass Lake, and I'd come down 4 days a week and help him out until it got so bad to where he had to have 24-hour care until he passed. But so I did that for 2 years, and so I got to retire a little bit earlier. Wasn't for the best of reasons, but I'm glad I did. It gave me a little, I still had stuff to do for 4 or 5 days, so I wasn't completely, because it is a little weird if I've been working since I was 13, and if you're used to doing that, and then all of a sudden, you wake up in the morning and, I can go back to sleep if I want. It's a little daunting, that what am I going to do? Even now here, that's why I like the YouTube thing. It gives me something to do. Yeah, I got my brother into it, the HVAC, Jack, and right fresh out of high school, my buddy, his dad worked for LA Unified School District, all the big centrifugals and stuff for for the schools. Excuse me. So we learned from him, and then my buddy opened up the business when we were 19, and we went from just me and him to, God, there was well over 150 employees when I left, and I thought that too, because no matter what happens in the world, maybe people can get away without air conditioning, you know, but if you're in a freezing climate, you're not going to get away without having some kind of heat. And if you're in a hot area, you're not going to get away with letting your food spoil. So there's always going to be refrigeration and at least heating. And so I knew I would always have, and I can go anywhere in the world and get a job, even at 65. I mean, if I wanted to, I could go out tomorrow and probably work, which I will never do, but I could. But yeah, definitely a good industry. We were non-union. I did 26 years, I think. And then I went and was a building engineer and did a retirement about 9 years with the operating engineers union out of Frisco. That's the one that I'm getting actually ready to collect here when I turn 65 in December. I'll get it January 1st. That's the one I want to get for my wife, because if I pass, she'll get almost double what she makes with the government now for the rest of her life. So my family here in Thailand will be set, and then my family in the United States will get whatever properties and stuff that I have or sell. So everybody will be fine. Everybody except for me, I'll be dead. But let's see. Am I missing anything? You too. Yeah, definitely. 11 watching. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised. That's what I usually get, though, between 11 and I think the most I've ever had was 18. I don't think I've broken 20 yet, but thanks, teacher, for letting everybody know. Thumbs up. Oh, and I'm up to I'm almost up to 1,400 hours now, and I'm at 277 subscribers, I think. So I'm getting there on the hours. The way that it's going, I think like 2 or 3 months I'll have, or maybe sooner, I'll have what do you need, 4,000 or something to become mono, whatever it's called. I don't even know what that's for, but I think it's so you can get donations or something, which anything that's donated to me will go to the local people, dogs, schools. I don't need it. But I know that people like to do that. We do too. We kind of got held off. We were supposed to go. One of my wife's best friends is a teacher at a school in the outlying area, which they don't get. The further they're away from the city here and anywhere, as far as I know, in Thailand, they get less and less money the further and further they're away, and the less people that they have in their community. They have like 100 and I think she said 125 or 150 students, and we were going to rent an ice cream guy to go there all day and bring some other stuff, whatever we could buy, just doing ourselves and giving back. I mean, when I was in the hospital, even the doctor, one of my doctors, my lung guy, he said, you're a lucky man. He said, you should give back to this country. And I said, every chance I get, every chance I get. And he does too. I mean, I've seen him come to the hospital with stuff and give out stuff right in the hospital to people, just great doctors. I mean, I can't say enough for the doctors that I had, and have still. I still have my heart doctor that basically saved my life. And, I couldn't have got better care in ICU in the United States, and I was in there for 2 months. 2 months, and then a month I was in a private room where my wife, or girlfriend then, basically stayed with me. She went to work, and then a nurse would come in. I paid a nurse to come in and stay with me, and for a million baht. So what is that? I don't even know. 30,000. Where's Mitch? He doesn't have his computer. But whatever it was, I could imagine that if I was in ICU in the United States, I couldn't have gotten a week in ICU for 30,000. probably would have been maybe a week or less. But and the care that I got was just phenomenal. The nurses were great. The nurses that I used in ICU, they rotated, and I paid them to come in from. My wife would have to be to work at 8, so they came in at right about 8. She was going at 8:30. They come in right about 8:30, and they left at like 3:30. My wife didn't get back until 5, so her mom and dad would come and stay with me. But they were RNs, and from 8:30 to 3:30, I paid them 500 baht. Unbelievable. I mean, I felt guilty giving them 500 baht. I always gave them more. My wife would always have to tell me, you don't need to. That's good for them. Maybe good for them, but it's not good for me. It's too cheap, But yeah, I mean the care I got here and the hospitals that they have here. If anybody's watching, like Mitch and the people that are going to come here, if you're close to a good hospital, if you're going to be in Pattaya, wherever you're at in this country, even the Surin, the private hospital that I was in, the hospitals are just, and the doctors are just top notch. I mean, I put them up against anything that's going on in the United States anyway. I don't know about the UK, but I feel totally at ease with knowing that if something happens to me, that I'm going to get the best care possible pretty much on the planet. Anywhere else that I would be, I'll get here. So, and I know, and some people have been asking me, I checked into a couple of things because my policy and stuff I've gotten through my wife and some extra stuff. But it looks like the stuff that I've been hearing about is about $2,500 a year. That's U.S., depending on your age, of course, and what kind of pre-existing stuff you have. But for a good, decent policy, I would say between 25 and 3,000 U.S. dollars a year for medical insurance. Of course, if you get lucky like me and you have a woman or you have a wife that's tied in with the government, you can get. They pay about, on the private hospital, I think it's about 80%. Is what they pay. So it would have been a hell of a savings because I spent the $1 million. I mean, it probably would have saved me at least $20,000. Just guessing. I don't know exactly what a 100,000 or $1 million baht is, but I think it's like 30 something thousand. Yeah, my wife went through. I stopped adding up all the bills. I had extremely good insurance between the union that I was in and the extra insurance that I purchased for both my wife, gap insurance on Social Security, and at $1 million, I pretty much stopped counting, and I ended up paying, I think, about $150 for some miscellaneous little bills. They picked up everything, and that was through Blue Shield or Blue Cross, one of the two. They were extraordinary, and I was at the best hospital supposedly for leukemia, for bone marrow transplants at Stanford. It was supposed to be the best place in the world, and they took care of everything. It was unbelievable. But from what I'm hearing from other people and YouTube stuff that I've watched, somewhere between $2,000 and $3,000, you should be able to get yourself a very acceptable, decent policy. And I would suggest it to anybody because, like I said, it don't take much. That was the longest stint I've ever been in the hospital, and that's the closest I've ever been to death. And I wish I would have had it. So I wish somebody would have been telling me, "Hey, hurry up and get your insurance." What am I missing? Anything? Wow, 12 watching now. Your niece for chemo was 165,000. Wow. First chemo treatment. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, on your age, on whether how old you are, what kind of pre-existing conditions, and from what my understanding is, you'll have to check into it naturally. But is like my knees are bad. It's a pre-existing thing. But if I don't have any problem with my knees over a couple of years, they'll go ahead and include some. So they'll start slowly but surely including some stuff like on your heart or whatever you got that they will end up eventually covering, unless you've got some serious problems. But yes, definitely on your age. I don't know what it would be for me, but the ones that I've heard that are in there between 60 and 65 is right around 25 to 3,000. So, let's see. Since I'm on just a test here, anybody have any questions before it's been over an hour? Every time I do this, but now I know this kind of works, and I like it because I can read the comments without my glasses, because like I said, they have a terrible, look at that, glare to them. So maybe I'll get a pair of sunglasses and see what it's like. But all right, I guess maybe we're done. I will end up going over, hopefully within the next couple of days, they'll be doing some more work over at the house, and I'll get some more video and pop an update. And I know we're going to go out again and eat. Oh, that was another thing too. We went to the steak place again last night. Me, my wife, the 2 kids, and her mom. Her dad wanted to stay home. So that's what, 5 people. So we had our 5 meals. I had the actual Australian beef. They had 3 of them had the pork steak, and my mother-in-law had the fish. We ordered a extra spicy chicken skins like we did last time. This time my wife ordered like 100 and some odd baht. It's thinly sliced salmon, raw, and it's a spicy, and the spice sauce was actually quite good and quite expensive compared to that place. We had an order of French fries, and then when we went to leave, the oldest daughter, this kid can eat more than anything I've ever seen in my life. She got 2 pork steaks to go. So we had the 2 pork steaks. We had 5, 6, that would have been 7 dinners, right? And then all that extra stuff, and four sodas. 4 sodas was 747 baht. I just can't believe it. I'm almost, I mean, the kids would be happy to go there every day, but I just can't do another video on the steak place. When you do come here, if he's still open, I'll be more than happy to take anybody that wants to visit there. I'm making you hungry. It's excellent, Mitch. I mean, I'm leaning the Australian beef that I had and the Thai strip that I had. I'll go with the Thai from now on. It's 200 baht for the Australian, and it's what is it? 79 baht, I think. 79 or 89 for the regular Thai steak. So definitely good food. The kids really like it. I'm sure they're looking forward to going again. All right, hey there, Grinch. How are you? I'm just getting. Somebody just fell in. I was just getting ready to go. All right, William, if you're still there, take it easy. And Grinch, I'll probably do another live stream within the next few days. I think I'll put is it easier for me to put out a advanced okay, 1 minute. I'm gonna shut this off.
Can we put here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will is it easier for everybody for me to put out an advanced thing, like I'm going to do a live stream tomorrow at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and what would be a good time for most people? How you doing, teacher? I'm getting ready to go. My Lamu is here, and but I think maybe I will start doing that, at least put on a thing so that people know that I'm going to be on at a certain time, because I know that Tough to You and Sue usually watches, but I don't know what time it is wherever they are. But maybe if I put something out ahead of time, people will see it. All right, everybody. It's been an hour and 10 minutes. I guess that's long enough. I really appreciate all the input. I appreciate everybody that's subscribed, all the subscribers, Teacher, Mitch, everybody. Grinch, hopefully you can get in next time a little earlier. I appreciate the support. You got it. I will see y'all later. See you on the next one. Everybody have a great day, night, afternoon, whatever the case may be. All right, guys. My schedule is like, you're up all the time, Mitch. I always know you're going to be there. All right, you guys have a great day.